Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce the words hold, old, and odd. So we'll look at the difference between words that start with the sound and words that start with a vowel, and also at the difference between the vowel O and the vowel ah. So first of all, looking at the word hold, for some people it's challenging to put the consonant sound that we spell with letter H at the start of words with vowels. To do this, I actually recommend practicing it without the sound, so starting on the word old and feeling the shape of the mouth when you say old versus when you have to add some air before that old to make hold, hold. Having these kinds of contrasts, similar ones would be, for example, ate and hate, ask, or ask and hask, etc. You want av and have. You want to have a clear sound when you're saying hold. It's also challenging in the words old and hold for some people to get this ol sound. So in the word old, I'm starting in the O shape and then I'm moving to this ol sound, and it's almost like I have O and then before the L I have an sound, ol. That means as I glide between the two, I end up with a little bit of a w glide sound, old. So if you find it challenging to say hold and old correctly with your ul sound, that's because the dark L has the vowel before it, and when I move from an O to another vowel, I have to do vowel to vowel linking, old. So sometimes seeing it this way can be helpful. I don't need to do old. It doesn't sound natural that way, but naturally the w sound happens when I move from O to old. So that's how to build old, and also sometimes going from the ol to the d is challenging for people. So what you should feel is when you say old, is that your tongue is connecting behind your teeth for the ol, and then it stops the air and releases it for the d, old, and hold. If you find that challenging, what I suggest is practicing with a word following with a vowel, like hold it, and then you can think of that kind of more like hold it. As you're linking it all, hold it. You might find it easier to say your d sound when you're linking to another vowel. Hold it, old as, for example. He's as old as I am, old as. And then looking at old versus odd, in the word odd, we don't have the L, obviously, and the vowel, letter O here, is saying the sound. So most of the time in stressed syllables, letter O actually says in English. It does sometimes say O, like in old and hold, but it's more common for letter O to say like in odd. And so I've rewritten that for you here with letters AH. That might help you think of that open It's not rounded. You don't want any kind of odd, any rounding there, but just an open sound. In these kinds of contrasts, it can be helpful to use some paired words. So you could try, for example, an old soul or no old something versus he's not odd or an odd father. That helps you match the vowel in not and odd and not and father versus the O in no and old or soul and old. If you need more help for these kinds of vowel contrasts, first of all, you can use our vowels playlist to learn about each and every vowel in English. We are also now hosting a vowel challenge series where I'm walking you through the details of the vowels as well. And those videos will be live videos throughout November and December here on the channel. And you can also use our Sounds of English course for all of the sounds of English. So not only vowel sounds, but consonant sounds. We cover the basics, the foundations, to help you really have a strong understanding of American English pronunciation and spelling. That's our Sounds of English course, and you can check it out on our website, speechmodification.com. It's available for under $2, so it's very inexpensive. It's just a great resource for you as you're working on pronunciation and accent. You can also check out on our channel, we have a minimal pairs playlist, which is looking at similar words like old and odd, where one or just a few sounds are different between them. That can help you hear and distinguish those sounds, and also look for our sounds and spelling videos that talk about the letters versus the sounds. Once you can say hold and old and odd by themselves, try practicing them in some short phrases, because you might find that when you just do the words, you've got it mastered, but then when you go to speak, some of those accent error patterns may still happen. So for example, you might want to say, I would like to hold the baby. Can you please hold on to this for me? How old is your baby? I was really feeling old last week. It's very odd that that happened. Is that an odd number or an even number? Thanks so much for watching this video, for your comments and suggestions. If you have a word or a phrase you'd like to see me cover in the Word of the Day series, feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. You can also attend our live question and answer classes on Saturdays. Type your questions in the chat and I'll answer them for you live. And if you're unable to make it live, leave a comment and I will answer your question in the comments, send you to resources, or I'll add your word to my list to cover in a future class. Thanks again for watching, for sharing, for commenting. These things help the channel to grow, and I truly appreciate your support. Looking forward to seeing you in tomorrow's class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you again soon.